And we're here for another A Member a Day through the holidays on Dane Bio Local's Facebook page, but also hopefully right to your feed or your phone or whatever device you're checking us out on. And we get to talk to Halley today, Halley Jones from the Purple Goose. Halley, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's really great to catch up with you. And I know it's been a year of change. You're obviously in a different location than we're used to seeing you over the years for the Purple Goose. But tell us a little bit about how business is going and the way you've adapted here to 2020.
It has been a year of adaptation, that's for sure. I'm actually standing right now in it's a tiny little unit that we're renting at the Chamber of Commerce. It's where we receive all of our inventory now, and we run our app out of here, as well as process all of our inventory for our store, which we moved to Paoli at the beginning of the summer. So we originally added a second location, and then as COVID continued on, we decided to make that second location our only location. It is much smaller than what we're used to. We're used to being in a 2-story brick building, 2,000 square feet, plenty of storage. I know it was big because I moved it by myself with our family, and it was a lot more than we thought it was. And it did not fit in here very well. But I think we've done a pretty good job of managing our space, although I don't think I can get the door closed after today's shipments. And the store that we moved into in Paoli, if you've ever been to Paoli, cute, charming little historic town. I'm in that little building that used to be the cheese shop, right in the front of the mill. And it maybe is 250 square feet. So it's very small, but we've managed to pack quite a lot of stuff in there. And the person that was in there previously commented on like how much stuff we've gotten in there compared to what she fit in there. So we're pretty proud of ourselves for condensing and trying to be, smart, trying to keep our overhead costs down, but also trying to accept all the orders that we had placed earlier in the year, to try to keep our vendors in business. So yeah, that's some of the things that we've done this year.
Well, maximizing the space, that's what you got to do, right? I think that's great. So with you mentioned the app, and we got to talk about that as well here in just a second. But first of all, give people a little bit of a history on the Purple Goose, what the store is all about, and how you got started with it.
Yeah, so we started in 2005, and actually we were more kids' clothes than women's clothes. In fact, we didn't have any women's clothes when we opened. We've always been in Verona, and we switched to women's clothing. I would say it was probably more maybe 2009, probably. I lose track of exact years, but and we've been primarily women's clothing since then. And we've of course added shoes and accessories and all the fun things, and tried to bring in some home decor earlier this year. But the timing was just hard for that, because by the time we had gotten in our new shipment of home decor, it was sort of time to shrink sizes. So we're still kind of deciding what to do with our home decor stuff, but you'll see some on our website. We've got some cute signs and some cute other things to put around the home. And we've always had like candles and shoes and stuff like that. So yeah, the history has been, we've been in business for, 15 years. We just celebrated 15 years. And we love being in the Verona community. Paoli is only a 6-minute drive away. We would have loved to find a cute little space in Verona, but nothing was available at the time. But we're still hopeful that maybe we can get back to Verona someday soon.
I love your store, and the old building is so beautiful. But it looks like you found a really nice, unique spot for now too, as well, to call home. So that's great. When we talk about the business and the history of it, I mean, obviously you've sustained 15 years, which is a pretty amazing feat for many small business owners. But look how you've had to adapt again. Now you're coming out new with this app. So tell us about your app and what that's all about.
Well, so we started a new program last January called Comment Sold. And of course, going into the new year, we were super excited to do this program. And it basically integrates with your social media so that you post things on social media and people can comment on the different clothing items that they see in your lives, and it goes into their shopping cart. Well, then COVID happened. And we weren't really happy because we had like a website where people were buying from. And then we had this comment sold thing over here that was also a website. We're like, oh, this isn't working, because now we have two websites. And we just need to let people keep buying from our Shop the Purple Goose website. So we gave up comment sold for a few months. And then they sent us an email in June and said, hey, we know you've been asking for an app, and we actually can do that for you. And I was like, awesome, because an app is so much better, in my opinion, than a website, because it's just the user interface is much simpler. It's right on your phone. You can push notifications to it. And they just have a really great track record doing apps for other boutiques like mine. So we then brought back Comment Sold in September, which kind of coincided with moving out of our larger store. And we have been now relearning it and integrating the app, which will happen tonight for the first time at 6:30. We'll do our first live through Facebook, but it's integrating the app. So it's super slick, super fun. Hopefully it works. Hopefully we set it up right. If not, our customers are awesome. They always understand. But yeah, so basically you go live just like we're doing now, and the clothing that you're wearing, it pops up a little number and the price and a photo of it right on the screen, and customers in their comments will just say sold 100 small, and it literally goes into their shopping cart. And then once they've added all the items that they want to from their live, then they go into the app, they review their cart, they can take things out, they can switch sizes, they can switch colors. They check out. If they check out within, I want to say it's an hour, they get free shipping. So yeah, it's really cool. Like I said, that's how it's supposed to work. We'll see if it works like that.
Well, I think I mean, it sounds a lot of fun, and I'm sure, if you've got the kinks are worked out, and people are going to love it. That sounds like a great way to go about, adapting and still shopping during these times.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, like many boutiques and local stores, we're offering, the curbside pickup, which they can always do for free. And instead of having them go to Paoline curbside pickup at our store there, we just have a bin behind the chamber here that we have where people can pick up their stuff for free. Or like I said, if they're ordering through the app, they get free shipping if they check their cart out within an hour. So, trying to just deliver products to people that they want, however they want to get them. And I know like 2020, like clothing's probably not on your list of the 10 things you need the most, but who doesn't want a fun, colorful tie-dye sweatshirt, right? It just makes you happy, if nothing else, even if you don't need it.
I think those things are great. I also love this too. You have the ability to book private shopping for people if they want to do that. So that's really nice too. I mean, my family and I have utilized that with a couple of local businesses, and I think that's a nice way to shop too if you're more comfortable that way.
Yeah.
So I know you're on social as well. We talked about, things happen on Facebook that you do. I see you kind of keep active on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest too. But where can people find the most interaction with you on social media?
In terms of like finding out the most information, I would direct people to our website just because there's links to everything on our website. But in terms of following us somewhere, I would say we post to Facebook multiple times a day and Instagram at least once a day. So I would say those two for sure. And we're trying to always, do fun things like giveaways and videos. Katie, you're popping up our Facebook today. She was doing a live right inside our shop in Paoline. We always like to invite people in, into the shop, into our space, so they can see, what it's like if they choose to come in. And of course, we understand people aren't comfortable. Some people aren't comfortable coming in now. So they could literally just type, I want that sweater, even though that one's not on our app. They could just say, hey, I want this sweater in a small, and we would get it to them, just send them a message and trade emails and send them the invoice via email and ship it out. So there's pretty much a million ways that you can get products from us.
Yeah, I think it's so great the way everybody's utilizing the different resources and technology just to reach people, reach their customers. And I'm glad you've really done that too. Now the app you got coming up, this big debut of it. So I'm excited for you for that. Be sure to keep us tuned in on how that goes. And I think that's something maybe other companies might be looking to utilize soon too. So
we've gotten a lot of inquiries from other local businesses asking how it's going. And my response has been, it's a little too early to tell. it's definitely developed for stores that are doing like a much larger volume than us. But I always say you have to start somewhere, right? And hopefully we can get it to grow to the point where it makes financial sense to continue to do it, because I think ultimately our customers would really enjoy it and benefit from it.
So I know you said the website's your main hub and resource, but in terms of contacting you directly, is phone, email, what's kind of the best to reach out to the store
No,
if
I
people
do
have?
a lot of emails. Halley at shopthepurplegoose.com. I have no problem being on email 24/7. In fact, through like making sure I'm up to date on emails, except for last weekend. There was like 3 days where I wasn't because I was moving. But other than that, I'm usually like always scrolling and deleting and commenting and replying. And yeah, so emails are fine. Customers email me all the time. I love it.
We're coming up on the holiday season here, Hallie, are there any certain items, special items you want to highlight coming up in this time of year?
Yeah, you know what? We always do a lot of kind of dressier things for the holiday, just because we've been known for that, to carry some fun dresses and jackets and sparkly things. And obviously, people aren't going anywhere fancy, or many people aren't going anywhere fancy. But we still like here. We just got this today. It's not on the app yet, but who doesn't want a little black jacket with a little sparkly thing on it? We got some, I mean, maybe you don't, but the ladies may like these little satin tanks, brand new, not even up on our app yet. Or maybe they are, I don't know. They maybe have gotten up there today. But then because we are in the middle of COVID, we're doing a ton of sweatshirts and joggers and here, let me just grab like lots of sweatshirts, just things that are comfy for people to wear. A lot of like fleece, of course. Even like the two-piece matching, fleece top and fleece bottom. We have a lot of that stuff. We have slippers, we have blankets, we have scarves. So we're still doing some of the dressier stuff because I think there's going to be some people that want that. And like I said, we didn't want to cancel orders on our vendors of stuff that we had placed last January. We've been trying to take all that in, and hopefully most of it sells. But for the most part, the theme this particular winter is going to be comfy, still a little bit dressed up because we don't all want to look like we're walking around in our pajamas everywhere, but definitely lots of fleece.
Comfy and cute, right? I mean, that's what you're.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that. I'm up.
Yep.
I'm down for it.
Yep.
Well, Hallie, I appreciate so much you taking time to talk to us today about your store, the Purple Goose. Thanks so much for being a Dane by Local member as well, and continued rolling with the punches. Success, we'll call it.
Yep.
Here the rest of 2020 and beyond. And thanks so much for everything you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you connecting.
All right, so you can find Hallie at the Purple Goose. You can find her online. You can find her on Facebook, on Instagram, and pretty much anywhere. And the new location in Paoli as well. Just a cute little town to check out if you haven't been there.
Yep. Thank you so much.
All right, that's Hallie. We'll talk to you again tomorrow for another A Member a Day through the holidays. And we'll be back again for more Dane by Local members. Okay.